Welcome to my channel Lenovate. In this part of video, we're going to discuss about the motor functions of the stomach in the digestion. And in this video, we're going to discuss about the anatomical and also the physiological role of the stomach in the GI tract. The stomach, that is the most important part of the GI tract, we're going to discuss in this video. And I'm going to share with you guys some of the important notes and some of the important physiological functions, easy to remember for you guys. So, starting from the anatomical position of the stomach in the GI tract. Now here you can see this is shown a diagram of a stomach, that is a physiological anatomy of the stomach. The stomach having a rugae, that is the presence of a irregular wall of the stomach. The stomach is going to start from the lower esophageal sphincter. It is connected with the esophagus, that is the upper part, and we have discussed the role of esophagus in the previous video. Now the esophagus is connected with the stomach at an end that we call as the cardia of the stomach. The cardiac end having a sphincter that we call as the lower esophageal sphincter. Then comes the fundus, that is a most important and a wider part of the stomach. The fundus of a stomach is filled with the acid, and then the fundus of stomach will going to curve around the body. The body of a stomach is major for the storage of the food. Then from the body and the fundus, this was a major part of a stomach. Then there will be a narrowing of a stomach, and this J-shaped curve of a stomach will going to form the antrum portion. This part, that is the ending of the stomach or narrowing of the stomach, is called as the antrum portion. And this antrum portion will going to end at the pylorus. The pylorus, having a pyloric sphincter, will going to pass the food from the stomach into the duodenum. That is the next part of the GI tract. So the pylorus is the end of the stomach, while the cardia is the start of the stomach, where the food will going to enter from the esophagus into the stomach through the cardiac end, and the food will going to empty from the stomach into the duodenum through the pyloric end. Now we are going to discuss about the physiological functions of the stomach in the GI tract. We should know that the three important major functions of the stomach that we call as the motor function of the stomach in the GI tract includes the storage of a large quantity of food. The storage of large quantity of food in the stomach and then processing this food through the GI tract is the major function of the stomach. The second important function of a stomach is the mixing of that food with the gastric secretion that is released from the glands of the stomach and forming it in a semi-solid chyme-like manner. And this chyme, that is semi-solid fluid or food, is the formation of chyme because of the mixing of the gastric secretions called as the digestion. The third important function of a stomach is the emptying of that chyme that is formed through the GI tract from the stomach into the duodenum, that is the small intestine, for the absorption. That is a further important function of the GI tract. So the three important functions we should know is the storage of this food, large amount of food, then comes the mixing of food, that is important for digestion, and then the slow emptying of that food into the duodenum. These are the three major functions of the stomach. Now we are going to discuss these important functions one by one in a detailed manner. Now coming to the storage function of the stomach. The storage of a food that enters the body of a stomach. The most important part of the storage is the body of stomach that we have discussed in a previous, here we can see in the diagram. Then the food that inside the stomach causes the vasovagal reflex. And what is this reflex? The vasovagal reflex is that when there is a food in the stomach, what happens? The tone of the muscles of the stomach will going to decrease. And when the tone of a stomach wall will going to decrease, there will be increased accommodation of the food. There is a vasovagal reflex will occur, and the stomach in the relaxed state can have accumulate about 0.8 to 1.5 liter of food. So this is a major storage capacity of the stomach. The second important function is the mixing and the propulsion of food. What happens? The gastric juices that is released from the gastric gland in the wall of gut secrete the gastric juices, and there will be a mixing waves. These waves that are formed due to the presence of a food. These waves become intense at the pyloric end of the stomach, where the stomach empty into the duodenum. Then what happens? The emptying of the stomach causes the intense contraction. When there is no food in the stomach, the empty stomach will cause the intense contractions, and these contractions of the empty stomach are called as the hunger contractions. While that of the when food is present in the stomach, the contraction and the waves are called as the mixing waves that are important. But when there is no food in the stomach or in the fasting state, there will be a hunger contraction. This is an important point to remember. Welcome to my channel Learnovate. In this part of video, we are going to discuss the third function of the stomach, that is the stomach emptying. The motor functions of stomach includes the storage of the food in the stomach and the mixing and propulsion of the food through the stomach that we have discussed in the previous part. Now in this part, we are going to discuss about particularly the stomach emptying. The function of the stomach is also the stomach emptying, and how the stomach will be empty. That's the food from the stomach will going to empty from the stomach body towards the duodenal wall, duodenum, and then to the ileum, and then to the large intestine, and then the unwanted food will be excreted through the colon into the urine or into the feces. Now what happens? The stomach emptying is promoted by the peristaltic contractions of the antrum. The antrum part of the stomach is going to contract, and these peristaltic contractions are responsible for the stomach emptying. At the pyloric part of the stomach, there is a presence of a pyloric sphincter. That pyloric sphincter will become producing the waves. That waves become more intense, and there is a strong waves. Each strong wave causes the movement of the chyme into the duodenum. The pylorus, that is the area of the stomach where it joined with the duodenal walls. So that pylorus having a pyloric sphincter, when the waves at the pyloric sphincter become strong, they cause the movement of the chyme into the duodenum. That is simply the emptying of the stomach from the food containing in the stomach towards the duodenum. So the stomach will going to empty slowly. The two hormones that are responsible for the stomach emptying is the gastrin, that is secreted from the G cells of the stomach, and this gastrin is going to promote the stomach emptying. The other hormone is the cholecystokinin, that is also released from the stomach or mostly from the duodenal walls. It causes an inhibition of the stomach emptying because it does not cause the stomach emptying. It is an inhibitory effect on the gastrin and on the stomach emptying. These two hormones regulate the stomach emptying function of the stomach. Now, the other three important feedbacks that decreases the emptying is the distension of duodenum. That is, when the duodenum is full or distended with the food, there will be negative feedback to the stomach emptying, because the duodenum is already filled. The acidity in the duodenum will going to decrease the stomach emptying, because the acidity in the stomach will going to decrease the release of the HCl and the acidic enzymes that are released in the duodenum and prevent the stomach emptying. The third important factor is the osmolality of the chyme. That chyme that coming from the stomach and emptying into the duodenum, that chyme will going to decrease the stomach emptying that is present in the duodenum. So these three factors decrease the stomach emptying, and the gastrin will going to promote the stomach emptying. That was the important function of the motor function of the stomach. So this was general explanation about the functions of the stomach that include the three main functions: the storage, the mixing and propulsion, and the stomach emptying. That's the slow emptying of the chyme from the stomach into the duodenum. I hope you will explain well, and I have prepared these notes for you guys to better explain. If you have any query, you can comment below and also give feedback on our Facebook page so I can make more videos like this and make notes for you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.